Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. I'm positive Michael and Angela will come face to face again in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. What would that look like? I'm certain former 90 Day Fiancé couple Angela Deem and Michael Ilesanmi will come face to face again on a show in the franchise. I've been watching the controversial pair's relationship since they made their debut in 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days Season 2 back in 2018. Since then, they have been on almost every spin-off they could to let their drama air and relationship play out. Angela is currently 58 years old, while Michael is only 35, making their age difference 22 years. Michael is from Lagos, Nigeria, and Angela is from Hazelhurst, Georgia. Angela is a Mima to 6 grandchildren, and she has 2 children of her own, Scotty Deem and Skyla Deem. Angela has worked as a hospice care worker, although now she's transitioned into more of a content creator and brand promoter with her 90 Day Fiancé stardom. I can attest that Angela is most well known for her volatile and crass personality, her abhorrent treatment of Michael and those who anger her, and for her physical transformation. Given her huge persona and her and Michael's drama, I believe Angela and Michael will have more on-camera interactions. Angela and Michael met in person for the first time in 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days Season 2 after meeting on Facebook when Michael sent Angela a message. The pair became engaged, and they applied for the K-1 visa. Their visa denial was detailed in 90 Day Fiancé Season 7. After that, the pair decided to get married in Nigeria in Happily Ever After? Season 5, and Angela applied for the spousal visa for Michael. While waiting for Michael's visa approval, the pair appeared on Happily Ever After. Season 6 and 7. As Angela made trips to Nigeria. In HEA Season 6, Angela had bariatric surgery and a breast reduction, leading her to lose more than 100 pounds. Angela subsequently got larger breasts, and said Michael was wholly unsupportive of her entire surgery endeavor. In Season 7, Angela and Michael's relationship was at a low point, as Angela found out Michael emotionally cheated by talking to another woman. Amid their many marriage pitfalls, the pair were cast members on the therapy-based spin-off, 90 Day. The Last Resort Season 1. They ended that season recommitted to each other. When they starred in Happily Ever After. Season 8, Michael finally got his spousal visa interview, and Angela and Michael arrived in the US together in December 2023. Michael moved into Angela's Hazelhurst home, but Angela was still mistrusting of Michael. They appeared together at the Season 8 tell-all, but their communication issues and trust problems were ever present. Michael ended up escaping Angela's house in February 2024 and moved to Houston, where he has started a new life without Angela. Throughout their marriage, I watched Angela berate, emasculate, financially control, and emotionally haunt Michael. I'm certain Angela is the biggest 90 Day Fiancé villain for her behavior towards Michael, but I know Michael has also done his share of bad against Angela in the marriage. That said, I believe Angela and Michael have created outrageously entertaining reality TV, and I don't think either wants to give up the 90 Day Fiancé spotlight and all the benefits it has afforded them through their clout. Upon Michael's abrupt exit from her life after only 2 months in America, Angela deemed Michael a scammer. Since then, I've witnessed Angela be on a smear campaign against Michael. Angela's fury towards Michael is all over her social media accounts, as she is singing from the rooftops about Michael using her for a visa. I know on Michael's end, he is happy to be free of Angela, as I've watched her mistreat and abuse him time and time again. I believe Michael is better off without Angela, but I feel the timing of everything was very suspect on Michael's part. Michael started a GoFundMe for the costs involved to fight Angela's case against him. However, Michael has a new car, new family in America, and is living on his own, and I saw fans accuse him of misallocating the $50,000 funds he received. Angela and Michael don't appear to be in direct contact with one another, as their legal battle rages on. However, I don't think that counts out a future season within the franchise for the pair. I think the volatility that exists between them, coupled with Angela's loose cannon and ornery personality, would cause major fights were they to be put in the same room together. I'm certain Angela and Michael make too good of a reality TV spectacle not to have them continue on in the franchise. Given that umbrella, it would be in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise's best interest to have them come face to face, but there would need to be parameters, so Angela doesn't get violent, as she has a tendency of doing. I'm positive they will be in the same room at some point in the franchise's future. I just think it will likely be in a tell-all setting after they've both been featured on 90 Day, The Single Life. I do feel like their individual storylines will also be highlighted in another season of Happily Ever After, which would also produce a tell-all they would both be at. This would cause them to come face to face, but one of them might be tuned in virtually to avoid any physical drama that could happen. Angela and Michael are reality TV gold, and they know it. 90 Day Fiancé would be behooved to have them appear again, since the pair get very high watch value. If there's one couple that can't seem to quit each other, or the cameras, it's 90 Day Fiancé's Angela Deem and Michael Ilasanmi. Their chaotic roller coaster romance has survived screaming matches, social media breakups, alleged affairs, and more tears than a soap opera marathon. And yet, even after all the drama, I'm convinced these two fiery personalities will meet face to face again somewhere within the ever-expanding 90 Day Fiancé universe. Because let's face it, when it comes to Angela and Michael, closure isn't part of the vocabulary. Long-time 90 Day Fiancé fans have learned. Love, drama, and unfinished business never truly disappear in this franchise. And when it comes to Michael Ilasanmi and Angela Deem, their explosive, unpredictable, and undeniably addictive relationship has practically become legendary. That's why I'm convinced, absolutely without a doubt, that these two fiery personalities will come face to face again somewhere in the ever-expanding 90 Day Fiancé universe. Because no matter how far apart they seem, the story of Angela and Michael is far from over. A relationship that defined an era. When Angela first met Michael online, viewers had no idea they were about to witness one of the most chaotic, controversial, and captivating love stories in 90 Day Fiancé history. Their long-distance romance, spanning oceans and cultural differences, gave fans everything. Laughter, heartbreak, betrayal, and some of the most meme-worthy moments ever broadcast. Angela was outspoken, fearless, and often explosive. Michael was soft-spoken, polite, and eager to please, at least in the early seasons. Together, they clashed in ways that felt both dramatic and disturbingly real. Their love seemed to thrive on confrontation, their bond tested by jealousy, infidelity rumors, and cultural expectations. But underneath all that noise, there was always something magnetic between them. Something that neither time nor distance has ever fully erased. The split that shocked fans. By now, fans know that Michael and Angela have officially gone their separate ways, at least according to recent storylines. Angela's outbursts, trust issues, and explosive reactions reached new levels. Michael, meanwhile, seemed to grow weary of being controlled and accused of cheating. When Angela discovered that Michael had allegedly been communicating with another woman online, the heartbreak was raw and real. Her tears, her fury, and her confusion all played out on camera for the world to see. She declared she was done, that she would never take him back, and that she was ready to move on. But for fans who've watched the franchise long enough, those words carried a familiar echo, the kind that precedes another unexpected twist. The franchise never forgets. The 90 Day Fiancé producers know a good story when they see one. Angela and Michael are not just another couple. They're reality TV gold. Their segments draw ratings, spark debates, and dominate social media. Whether fans love them or hate them, they care. And that kind of engagement is priceless. So it's hard to believe the 90 Day team would just let their saga fade quietly into the past. Angela and Michael have appeared in multiple spin-offs, from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, to The Last Resort, and even in surprise tell-all moments. Each appearance reminds fans that there's still unfinished business, still emotions simmering beneath the surface. And let's be honest, Angela never walks away quietly. Why a reunion is inevitable. First, there's the emotional factor. No matter how many fights they've had, Angela and Michael have always come back to each other, even after the most dramatic blow-ups. Their connection, as toxic and turbulent as it can be, has a way of pulling them back together. They've invested years in this relationship, and both of them have struggled to truly let go. Then there's the franchise factor. TLC knows that fans crave closure, and Michael and Angela's story has never had that. Their relationship ended in chaos, not resolution. The cameras never captured a final, face-to-face goodbye. That alone makes their reunion not just likely, but inevitable. Imagine the ratings, the anticipation, the social media storm that would erupt if Angela and Michael stood across from each other again after everything that's happened. Whether it's for closure, forgiveness, or another round of fiery arguments, fans would tune in by the millions. And let's not forget, the 90 Day producers are masters of the surprise cameo. How many times have we seen former cast members return out of nowhere for a tell-all, a spin-off, or Where Are They Now? Episode. Michael and Angela are too iconic to stay off-screen for long. The reunion fans deserve. Picture it, Angela sitting across from Sean Robinson at a new tell-all taping, wearing her signature bold outfit and fiery expression. The audience is buzzing. The other cast members are whispering. And then, the doors open. Michael walks in. The air would go still. Angela's jaw would drop. Maybe she'd yell, maybe she'd cry, maybe she'd storm out before storming back in, because that's Angela. But one thing's for sure. The emotion would be real. Michael, calm and measured, might say he came for closure, or maybe to apologize. Angela, still wounded but undeniably curious, would demand answers. The tension, the history, the unresolved love, it would all hang between them like electricity. And that moment, whether it ends in hugs or heartbreak, would remind everyone why 90 Day Fiancé remains the most addictive reality show on television. A love story that refuses to die. Even if Angela and Michael never rekindle their romance, they'll always be part of each other's story. They've grown and changed because of one another. Angela learned the hard way about trust and patience, while Michael gained strength and independence in a world far different from his own. Their bond, for better or worse, changed both of their lives. And that kind of connection doesn't simply vanish when the cameras stop rolling. It's entirely possible that 90 Day Fiancé will bring them back together under a new premise. Maybe a tell-all, redemption edition, or a Where Are They Now? Episode. Or perhaps they'll cross paths during a 90-day, the single life segment. Imagine Angela moving on with someone new, only for Michael to make a surprise appearance. Because if there's one thing TLC loves more than a love story, it's drama wrapped in nostalgia.